Hey, I have had a good day and kind of a bad day in some ways. I mean, it's just like been all over the place. And so, when I have those kind of days, I feel kind of like I'm in a ping pong match and things are like all over. Kind of like, even like pickleball, which I play all the time. The ball's going back and forth, and you don't know where to focus your attention. And that's kind of how my day has been. It's been all over the place, all over the map. But that's the richness of life. It's never the same. It's always changing. And even when you feel a little stuck or you feel like life's not going my way, what's inevitable is that it's going to change regardless of what the situation is. So that's been my day, and I hope yours has been okay for you too. So today I'm going to start on page 68, about halfway down in the middle. All right, here we go. We coast into the front of her red two-room school. They are here. The newspaper reporters are here with their cameras. I called the Salem Statesman to come and take some photos for the paper and to write an article about adopting you and going to get your citizenship today. Mama D yelps. Oh God, I have to be interviewed and in front of a camera to get my picture taken? I hate getting my picture taken. We get out of red and walk by an unfamiliar car. That must be the reporter's car. I have never seen it before. I wasn't sure if they would come to take pictures for the paper or not. The reporter looks up from the other side of the car. Hello, Mrs. Deardorff. I am here from the Statesman. Great, so glad you are here. Come on in. We hastily charged through the double doors and into the school. The school is only big enough for 2 classes, a kitchen and a boys and girls bathroom. One side is my mother's class with 1st and 2nd graders, while the other side has a room for the 3rd and 4th graders. As the door opens, the children all light up with smiles. They love Mrs. Deardorff, and even more so, love when she brings me. It is like being a new kid on the block every time I come here. Hi, Pushpa. Hi, Mrs. Deardorff. Multiple kids belt out. They have been eagerly awaiting our arrival. Their field trip today is to go to court and see me get sworn in as a citizen and then go to the park for a picnic. I am so loved and important here. I love coming here. The children are surrounding me and all talking to me at the same time. They know me well from all the times Mama D lets me tag along to school with her. They are familiar with my occasional visits, but explode with enthusiasm today. Mama D has a hard time keeping the kids away from me. Leave Pushpa alone. You can't all talk to her at the same time, Mama D says. The kids are louder than usual, but they listen to her and calm down. As you all know, we are going to the courthouse today to see Pushpa get her citizenship. And then we'll go to the park for lunch afterwards, she continues. The roar of the kids breaks out in laughter and talking again. Moments later, the reporter walks up. Mrs. Deardorff, I think this is a good time to take the photos. Let's do some before we go with all the children behind you and Pushpa, she speaks. The children are ushered together as they are told to stand with Mama D and I in front of with the children behind us. I think we should get the American flag in the picture, Mama D exclaims. She jumps up on a chair and takes the flag down from the corner of the room. She hands it to me. Here, you can hold it, she says. I hold it awkwardly and proudly at the same time. Look at the flag and show how proud you are to become an American today, the reporter says. I look up and puff up like a proud peacock. Finally, I belong to this country. The reporter asks me questions but Mama D answers most of them for me. We load up and go to court with a room full of kids. I am sworn in with 12 others. The only other Indian family that I have seen is here. We spend lunch at the park eating and playing. It is a fun day and I am happy. So this was another one of those, like one of my favorite days of my life was when I got my citizenship. I never take it for granted because it was something that I truly needed to feel a part of this country, a part of my life, my new life that I was creating. I needed to feel that this was where I belonged. And because I didn't feel like I belonged in my family, so at least I felt like I belonged in this country. And I was so excited and so happy this day to be able to actually become a citizen. I was scared to death too, but I was so happy. And you know, I feel like the United States is one of the most beautiful and amazing countries in the world. We all say that and we all know it, but I feel like I truly, really know it in my heart. I've traveled all over and been to all different parts of the country, and they're all little different microcosms, you know, and subcultures within the Northeast, within the South, with the West, and the Midwest. It's all so very, very different. The people are very different. The language is different. And it's just a cool experience. And so, you know, the older I get, the more patriotic I really get, because I feel like I am absolutely fortunate to be a part of this country and to be a citizen of this country. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And even though I've traveled to other countries, there is nowhere else that I think I could live. I mean, maybe I could live in Europe, like Italy or somewhere, or France. That's really cool. But, you know, we have such a great place and so much variety and so many cool things to experience here and learn just within our own culture. And so I'm always proud to be an American. I don't care what political party is running our government. I don't care. I'm always going to be proud to be an American citizen. And so that's all I have to say today. Thank you again for listening and watching and reading and all the support you're giving me. It just keeps me motivated to continue sharing and doing this for you. I really do appreciate you. Thanks.